Coming up, I'll tell you about one meeting and two fundraisers. Put down that chocolate bunny. Federation focus is on for the week of April 21st. Hey there, PA Federationists. My name is David Goldstein. I am your first vice president of the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. Thank you for joining me on this brief episode. Happy Easter. I hope you had a good one. First off, we're going to talk about the Greater Philly meeting on Saturday at 10 a.m. It's at the usual spot, 4001 Conshohocken Avenue in Philadelphia, also known as the Park Tower Apartments. Now, there's going to be some snacks, so you want to make sure you get there in person. It's always better when you're in there in person, and not because of the food, because of everything that you learn. You're more engaged. Make sure you get to that meeting. There is a Zoom component. Link is down below in the description, but try to make it in person. Again, so much better. Now, only one meeting this week, but I do have two fundraisers to tell you about, and they're carryovers. You've heard about them before. First up is the Keystone chapter on April 29th at Landmark Americana Tap and Grill. It's at 3333 Market Street in Philadelphia. From open to close, the whole day. You bring in a paper flyer, and the link is down below, but you do have to print it out, of course. You can't take it on your phone. You print out the flyer, grab some friends, go over to Landmark Americana at 3333 Market, and eat and drink, and anything that you buy that's on your check that is not a promotional item that day, the Keystone chapter earns 25% of that check amount. Again, no promotional items, but it does include adult beverages. So if you want to have a couple of beers at lunchtime when you buy a burger and a couple of appetizers, go for it. Take the flyer and take some friends. Go on over there to Landmark Americana, 3333 Market, right down the street from 30th Street Station, right at the corner where there is a Market Frankford line stop and a couple of other stops there nearby. Again, 3333 Market, April 29th, Landmark Americana Tap and Grill. I'll be there for lunch. I know some other Keystone members will be joining me at that time. There's going to be some more folks later that day at dinner time. Please try to make it. They have a lot of great food there. I'm going for the mac and cheese, the lobster mac and cheese, and I'm not sure what else I'm going to get that day. Delicious, though. It's a great place to go. If you have questions, please either in the comments below or shoot me an email, vp1@nfbfpa.org. The second fundraiser I also happen to be involved with. It is the Spring Fling event out in Harrisburg on the 17th of May. It's a blind vendor showcase. We've got blind vendors lined up to sell their services and products at tables. There's going to be an auction from our favorite auctioneer in the affiliate. There's going to be raffles. There's going to be plenty of great food. May 17th, Best Western premiere out in Harrisburg. It's the same place where we're going to be having the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania State Convention in November. It's a long way off. We're still having meetings, don't worry. May 17th, down below is a link if you want to attend. You can buy one ticket. You can buy up to 100 tickets to attend. They're $25 each. The link is down below. If you are a blind vendor or visually impaired or low vision, however you call yourself, as long as you've got some vision issues, get a table. They're $50. $50 for a table. You can sell your stuff right there at the Best Western premiere in Harrisburg on the 17th of May. If you need electricity with that table, that's an extra $25. But the link is down below, so you can pick either or of those two choices, with electric, without electric. And again, you can sell if you have candy. I know we have some folks going to be selling some baked goods. We have folks going to sell coffee. Kevin Cross from the Essential Cane Keeper, he'll be there selling those. A lot of great merchants going to be out there. A lot of great food. And it's $25 to get in. $50 if you want to be a vendor at the table. Now, if you do buy a table for $50, that also gets you food for one person at that table. If you need more than one person for that food, you have to buy another entry ticket. But the table fee will cover one person's food for that night. It is a cash bar. There is not an open bar, but it is a cash bar. If you're interested in sponsoring the event, the link is down below. Sponsorship levels start at $50 and go up from there. All the links are down below. Now, coming up in July, down in New Orleans is the National Convention. It is a big event, and you should go. If you didn't get a chance to apply for a Jernigan scholarship, it's too late. I'm sorry, you can't get one of those, or at least apply for one of those. That ship has sailed. However, you may be able to get, if you need it, some assistance from the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. There is a form to fill out. You've got to do that as soon as you can. Get the form and fill it out. I don't have a link to that form, and I should get one. But reach out to me if you would like one of those forms, vp1@nfbofpa.org, and I will email it over to you. It is in I believe, a Word document. But you should be in New Orleans from the 8th to the 13th of July. And I did correct the typo that was in the description in the last couple of Federation Focus episodes. And thank you to Linda Mackey for flagging that for me. One last thing before I go. Episode 132 of White Canes Connect dropped. And in it, Michelle McManus and I talked to Sean Welker from Visualize Access. Visualize Access is a visual interpretation service, similar to Ira or Be My Eyes. Sean is the one currently doing the assistance when you have a need for him. He is also offering a 50% discount on the trial. So instead of paying $20 for a trial, you get the trial for $10, and I believe that gets you 20 minutes. Listen to episode 132 of White Canes Connect, and you'll find all of the information out. But when you reach out to Sean, tell him you heard about Visualize Access on White Canes Connect, and that will get you the discount. One other thing about White Canes Connect, and I don't know why we haven't mentioned this earlier. For the last few months, we have been listed, White Canes Connect has been listed in the best 100 visually impaired podcasts. I'll put a link down below so you can check out the whole list, because there might be some others on there that you don't know about. There's one on there that I absolutely love, and that's how I knew to even look at this at this list. I love Blind Grilling Experience with Chris Peltz. It is awesome. So if you love grilling or to eat barbecue, this is a great podcast for you. And again, check out the entire list. There's obviously 99 other podcasts on there that you may not have heard about other than White Canes Connect. I don't know that it is all encompassing of all the blind podcasts and visually impaired podcasts. It says it's the 100 best. White Canes Connect is on it. That's all I need to know. So take a look at that. I'll put a link down below, like I said, so you can have a look there. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. If it's something that the public shouldn't see, you can certainly reach out to me via email. As I've mentioned, vp1@nfbofpa.org is how you can get in touch with me if you don't want to leave a comment down below. But I really do appreciate you watching this episode. I will talk to you next week, the 28th of April, right after I'm back from the NFB of Nevada State Convention. And my wife is going with me, and she's never been to another state convention, not even Pennsylvania. So I'm interested to see how she likes it, or if she's going to gamble. I don't think she is. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Have a great week.